Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a first impression on the Kat Von D. Oh, let's see if we can fit this all. The Kat Von D. There we go. Fine. So it's going to be a first impressions. I'm going to tell you what I think about the products when I put them on my face and all that good stuff. First thing I think I'm going to start off with to go into is eyes, because that's where I mainly start off with on a day-to-day basis. And I've got two eye palettes right here. I've got the Shade and Light eye palette, and I've also I also have Rust, which just looks like this. I think I'm going to mix the two together because they both have shades that I think I will like, and use one of the concealers as a primer today. So let me just get using Deep 37 Warm as my primer, and I'm just going to apply that to my eyelids. I don't have everything that came in the collection. I don't have like the setting powders and blushes and all other kind of stuff, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. We just use what we have. I like this concealer. Wow, like how it muted everything. Just mutes everything on my lid. It's a great concealer to use for eyeshadows actually. I really like that. I'm just gonna go set that into place, of course, with that same brush that I just used. Kind of blend it all in. So let's jump in. I think I'm gonna start off with the Shade and Light palette. First of all, let's talk about before we jump into this, let's talk about the artwork that Kat Von D put into packaging. It's absolutely amazing. Her designs, you could tell she thought about the packaging. You could tell that she's thought about the details and all that good stuff. I'm just gonna take the MAC 217 blending brush, and I'm just going to dip into this color right here and just apply that into my crease. Actually comes with a great size mirror. I think I might use it. Why not? And I'm just gonna apply it. Oh, it's really pigmented. Wow. Be very gentle. Like, you don't even need to go back in. You don't even need to dip into the palette too tough. You just need to like swipe, and that will be enough, because these eyeshadows are absolutely pigmented. Wow, I didn't expect it to be this pigmented. Actually, I didn't even know what I would expect from a Kat Von D palette. This is gonna be like, I'm gonna try to stick to an all matte look using her shadows, because I don't have any shimmer shadows from her. I didn't pick up any. So yeah, I'm just taking my time and building up these colors. I realize that they're pigmented and I really don't want to like overpower my eyelids. See? Like, wow. Gotta be so careful. These colors are so pigmented, and this is an all matte palette, if I didn't say. Making sure I'm tapping off that excess powder off my brush because of how pigmented this palette is. I think I'm happy with that. I'm really impressed with just that one shadow, but I am really impressed. Alright, now I'm just gonna go in with the Rust palette as well. I'm just gonna take this palette because I see so when I swatched it in store, this burnt orange shade, which really spoke to me. Oh, let's see, this one right here, right there, it really spoke to me. Yeah, really a nice burnt orange color. I'm just taking another kind of fluffy brush and just going in there and just tapping off. Look at that. And I just swipe my brush once in the palette. I'm just gonna go in and just, ooh, that is beautiful. These are the kind of colors that I love, like this, it's like a warm kind of tones, and I really love those. Wow, it's pretty amazing. So I'm just lightly going in and tapping off that excess because it is absolutely pink. This rust color is just to die for. It's just so amazing. It's like the perfect orange, the perfect like mid-tones. And I'm just going back into the shade and light again and just building back up that gorgeous red. I would say this is a reddish orange, like a reddish brown. Reminds me of Brown Script from MAC. That's what it reminds me of. Going back again, just building that shade up into my crease. I will be adding just a tiny bit of black just to test out how her black works. So I'm going to change my brush and I'm going to go in with a kind of pencil brush and going in with her black right there. Really tapping off that excess and just popping that. Okay, let me go in with a clean blending brush and start to blend. Wow, her black is amazingly pigmented. Okay, I'm just gonna, it's easy to work with. You know, some blacks it could be really stiff and hard to move. That's not the case with this. Really like it. I'm just gently building up this color because it's so pigmented. But I like how the look is coming along so far. There we go. I'm just gonna go back in with no additional product on my MAC 217 and just blend these together. Make sure everything is seamless. I'm really impressed with that black. So just a tiny amount. Take your time with this black because I didn't expect it to be this pigmented. Color again, the first color that we started off with, and I'm just going to use that and just blend out the edges on this one, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now back into that rust palette, and I'm just going to take the burnt orange again and just make sure that I haven't lost any of that shadow. There we go. I'm gonna think, what shadow do I want to use on the lids? I think I'm gonna use this neutral shade right here, and I'm just gonna take it on a MAC 239 brush and just apply this. It's kind of a peachy, pinky peachy color. Just apply that to, oh, I like that color. That's a beautiful color. Now I'm just going to take the brush that I used and just wiping off the brush. No excess powder or anything. Just make sure I blend this all together. That looks beautiful. For my brow bone, I'm just going to go in with this kind of cream, what would you call this, like an off cream kind of color, and then I'm just really knocking off the excess, just going in with that. So applying that to my brow bone for my highlight. Actually looks pretty amazing. Very stunning. I'm just going to take that brush again without no excess product and just blend. Come back to the eyes and finish off. I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer, and this is in D37 Warm, and I'm just going to use this to color correct. So I'm going to apply it to my scar that I recently got there from picking a spot. Anywhere that I might have. I like the doe foot applicator on this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like a petal kind of teardrop applicator, and it's like, feels like you could get everywhere that you want it to. It's not too thick and it's not too runny. It's the perfect consistency. Just going to apply that. Claim of it being full coverage. A little bit underneath my eye because I do have dark circles. In Deep 74 Warm. That's my shade. And this is the packaging. Look how gorgeous it is. I love that it's a see-through packaging so you could really see the product. It's a very thick consistency, as you can see. Don't really budge, and that's 2 pumps I've put on the back of my hand. I think I'm gonna go in with this large foundation brush from Morphe, and this is the E31, and I'm just going to start off just really working this into my brush and then applying that to my skin. Oh, it's a very high coverage foundation. You don't need a lot. It dries very fast because you have to work in sections, because I could feel my brush getting a little bit stiff on me. Okay, that's it. It's the foundation. It's very full coverage. It will cover up anything. And I feel a little bit more happier that I hydrated my skin beforehand, before applying this foundation all over my skin. Because now I don't think that I look too matte. But if you're an oily person, this will be a great foundation for you. You will love this foundation. I'm just gonna go in now with my concealer and my highlighting shade, and this is in Deep 33 Warm, and the shade just looks like this. I love the applicator. I love how close I can get to the inner tear dot. I think I'm just gonna start off with one side and then move on. I'm just gonna take this brush right here and start blending this concealer out. This shade, I think I could have went a shade lighter for my highlight, but I like this shade because it's kind of subtle, so you get that subtle highlight. Okay, I'm really impressed with that. I'm just gonna go finish the rest of my face, come back, finish the eyes, apply my lips, and tell you my final thoughts on this Kat Von D makeup. So be right back. So as you can see, I finished up the rest of my face. I'll leave everything in the description bar of everything else I have on my face. Now I'm just gonna go in with the black from the Shade and Light palette. Actually, hold on. I think I might go in with the reddish brown first. Don't know. I'll just apply that to my bottom lash line first. Then I'm just going to go in, wipe off that and just go in with that black. That is looking amazing. So for lips, I'm just gonna go in with, there's two options I have because I've only picked up 2 of her Everlasting liquid lipsticks. So I've picked up Exorcist and Outlaw. I don't know what I'm feeling for. I think I'm gonna go Vampy. I think I'm gonna go for the Vampy Purple. Magenta lip liner. Let's outline my lip. Let me test this out. Oh, this looks so vampy. So this liquid lipstick, hasn't fully dried yet, but I'm impressed. Alright, let me wait till it's fully dry before I say anything else, but let's get on to the rest of the face. Alright, my final thoughts on the Kat Von D line. So far, I'm loving every single product that I've picked up. I'm gonna start off with my eyes because that's where I started first. The first thing is that I love the eyeshadows. I think that they're very pigmented, they're easy to blend, you don't have too much of a fallout. That's only if you knock off the excess product that you have on the brush, but it's easy to blend. Really impressed. Highly pigmented, as you can see. It's just fantastic. The concealer that I put on first, let's talk about that, to color correct. I'm really impressed with how it's actually hidden all my scars before I put on the foundation because it has so much pigment in the concealer. For the foundation, I'm really impressed with how highly pigmented it is. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't need like 5 pumps. No, that's too much. That's gonna make you look cakey if you have tattoos, because I know this is initially for people with tattoos on the face or whatever. It really would cover that up. As I said, I'm so impressed. As you can see, you can't really see my high pigmentation underneath my skin, which a lot of foundations that I've used, you could see that underneath my skin, but with this you can't see it. I'm so impressed. Like a little bit tacky because it's still drying, but I like how it feels on my lips. They don't feel like, you know, some liquid lipsticks can feel really dehydrating on the skin, like your lips are just crying for moisture. No, that's not it. It's like the pigmentation is there. See, it's really, as you see, it's not flaking or anything. As I said, mine's still dry because I just applied it, but it's not flaking. It's not doing all that other malarkey that some of these liquid lipsticks do. What else could I say? That's really it. I know that if you have light skin, if you're pale, there's a foundation and concealer for you, and if you're really dark, there's also a foundation and concealer for you, because she's also extending the line. Because it's so new to the UK, of course all of those products are not here yet, but they'll eventually come. I picked up everything, if I didn't say, from Debenhams. It launched in store on the 5th, I think, 5th or 6th, but I didn't get around to getting my stuff until around the 10th, because first of all, I'm not about that life where I go and it's so crowded and bombarded. That gives me high anxiety. I already, too much people. So I waited till the crowds kind of died down before I went and picked up my product. It's a really good price point as well. I think I paid £27 for my foundation and £21 for the concealer and £16 for the liquid lipsticks. For the eyeshadows, I'm thinking it's about, no, actually, my bad. For the little eyeshadow, the Rust, is £21. For the concealer, it's £20. For the other full eyeshadow palette, that was £36. Do I think the price point is worth it? Yes, absolutely. Okay. This was a great video. I enjoyed reviewing these products and seeing how they worked on my face, because most of the time I do a haul and just talk about the products, but I don't actually put it on my face. I think I might incorporate more of this onto my channel. I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers for subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoy this first impressions. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment in the comment section. I love to get to know you guys and chit chat with you guys. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now. Bye.